Now's the perfect time to discover the Honda Accord at Team Honda. Come experience the perfect blend of style, comfort, and reliability. And right now, get 2.9% financing for 60 months. Save on your new Honda today at Louisiana's #1 Honda dealer, Team Honda.
All the way down the road from there?
Yeah, which was cool because I locked up the bus and went into Harris.
Welcome to it, everybody. 9 News Now, WAFB Plus. For those who don't know, Johnny Asian, jack of all trades, Johnny of all
Very
trades.
much so.
I mean, not just here, but traffic czar. He's a pilot.
Sure is.
Also, actually has his CDL. Drives buses. And your boy over here is taking a bus on Friday of people down in New Orleans.
Yes.
For a little tiny concert.
Just a small itty bitty
Taylor
one.
Swift
Yeah.
concert.
Who's she?
I don't even know.
I've been down to New Orleans a ton of times in this big 60-passenger motor coach for our Dixieland tours, and somebody's rented the coach for a Taylor Swift trip.
Sure.
But I'm nervous about. I mean, I know
It's a lot
I've
of
been
people.
in and around New Orleans. I've
Yeah.
driven the bus in tight spaces. But I mean, what exit do they want me to take?
It's
and
gonna
where
be
do you pull the
busy.
bus up to let them off? And more importantly, after the show.
Yeah.
Because if I have to leave and come back to that area after the show, that's gonna be a nightmare.
Well, the concert's what, 7? It's like a
I
3-hour
wanna say
concert?
that,
Yeah.
It's like a 3-hour
And it's
deal, right?
Sounds
Friday,
right.
Saturday, Sunday.
Sunday.
Our charter's Friday
Okay.
for the first show.
That makes sense.
But they're so good. They're lucky to have you because you know
Well, you
that
know
city
the
like the
area.
back of your hand. You know
love
your
New Orleans,
exits.
yeah.
You pre-run the routes to ahead of time. You map it all out so they're ready. They're in the best hands with you.
You know what it's going to be, that bus on the road down and the drive back?
Yeah.
It's just going to be filled with Taylor Swift songs.
They're going to ask you to turn that on the
I've already
radio.
done that.
They've got the playlist jamming.
And I can't put my ear pods in because I got to listen for traffic.
you've
but,
gotta
you
be
know,
a good driver.
Yeah,
You've
gotta be a good driver.
Very good
Blissfully
driver.
aware.
Oh my God.
That's it.
That's going to be a lot. I mean,
Tickets. I mean, Sydney, our meteorologist in the weather department, she's seen Taylor this
Already
tour
once.
already.
did it again,
Her
huh?
tickets. You were talking about tickets at $1,500. She paid $2,000 a piece.
Listen, these are experiences.
Well,
Whoever
that's
your
at once.
favorite
Mhm.
artists
Yeah,
are,
sure.
right? You're going to pay to see who your favorite
Right.
artist is.
Yeah.
And these are experiences. You talk about the show value. Whether
Yeah.
you're a fan or not, it's impressive how much detail goes into the show, from the background dancers to the if you've seen a Taylor Swift concert, even in video, I've never been to one, but the video is amazing to see.
And see, mine was like in 1993. I went to see Michael Jackson in the Summit in Houston.
Really?
Okay, that's amazing.
And what a major production.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't even imagine what it took to set that up. I mean, he was on stage at one time and you saw an explosion and then he appeared up in the rafters and, you know, it's like,
Seen
forget
video of that
that.
concert,
Would you
that
ever
and
like a
Prince,
major
I would love to
concert?
see.
Let me tell you something about me, and this is all you need to know about me. I'm that guy that doesn't understand how anybody can like anybody that much. And
To spend
that's
like
me,
$2
and that's
grand?
open,
Yeah.
shut
What
the
would
book.
you
The
spend
most I've
$2,000
ever,
to go see?
I'll answer that, 200. It's the most I've ever
Yeah.
spent, and I would...
For your favorite all-time
No, I would not
artist?
spend 2,000. I wouldn't even spend
Rolling
2,000 for my
Stones.
favorite sports team.
Rolling
Yeah.
Stones?
No.
Oh, man.
Super Bowl?
No, nobody, because it's not that serious. To me, it's not that serious.
New York
That's just
Yankees. New York Yankees. Game 7. World Series.
Ooh, I got chills
You
thinking about
have-
that.
You've got like, I don't know,
I
10th row.
I have a TV. I'm cool. Like,
In-person experience.
Yeah.
Okay, Jared, saving
Hey,
money.
to me, it's just not that
Yeah.
serious.
I get that too. I get that too.
And you get the best bathrooms in the house.
That's
yours.
also very true.
See, now
Beer's
she's
right
on.
in the fridge.
This is why we
I
pay the
see
big
it,
bucks.
Yeah, I
right
see
there.
your point. I
Yes.
see the logic.
You got
in
the
that.
best bathroom.
The best snacks. You're not paying over. Yeah, I get it. I see the logic.
We got the
I
best
do.
bathroom.
Best bathroom.
Clean. You
This
don't
side
need
of
a
the
stall
Mississippi.
attendant. Yeah.
That's so good.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it
Selling
is usually clean, because
Yeah.
if it's not clean, my wife's going to kill me. So
Right.
yeah,
Very
it stays
See?
clean.
But you know that.
That's
Only
true.
you're
That's right.
using it.
That's
That's
right.
it.
Well, so there
I'm
you go.
clean in public bathrooms too, just in
Well,
case,
how much
in
you
case
guys?
you were
How much
wondering.
would you spend for an
Golly.
event?
Depends. It just depends on who I'm seeing.
Mick
Yeah,
Jagger.
it really.
Ooh, yeah, 2,000.
Mick
I don't
Jagger's
know.
not
That's
really
pretty,
your
That's
era.
pretty steep. Yeah.
would you-
Era, no
Taylor
pun
Swift.
intended.
Era. I know what you did. All
Different
right.
eras tour.
Spin us around. How are we doing out there weather-wise in South Louisiana?
Don't pay a lot for my forecast here either, okay? You just don't need to do it. You can get it for free. Get it for free on our weather app too. Okay, you're looking live at the Children's Hospital. What a beautiful look, kind of a fiery look. to the sky there where we got our oranges and reds, and our temperature out your door right now, 52 degrees. So yeah, you definitely want to wear the layers, and then you can drop those layers in the afternoon. High temperatures can very quickly rebound. In fact, yesterday we got a high temperature up to 85, and I think we're going to do the same exact thing for today. The only problem there, that's our normal high this time of year, 79 degrees, and we're not going to be near that. Matter of fact, we're going to be considerably warmer over the next several days. Something cool in the night sky. Once again, we had the comet, we had the supermoon. Now we've got the Orionids meteor shower, which, oh, by the way, that actually comes from the debris of a comet. In this case, it's Halley's Comet. This peaks Monday and Tuesday night, October 21st and 22nd. And again, all you got to do is find a dark, shady spot, and you can look pretty much anywhere in the sky. It doesn't matter. Meanwhile, we're not the only ones with clear skies. Big bubble of high pressure taking up the entire eastern half of the United States, and there is that next area of low pressure, but still no chance of rain in our near future. Meanwhile, here's a look at Tropical Storm Oscar. And by the way, over the weekend, if you blinked, you missed Nadine. It formed very quickly right off the Yucatan, moved inland, and basically moved in without incident. Now, here's a look at Oscar. It's just going to move right back out to the Atlantic after it rolls over Cuba. Still a tropical storm, going to stay that way over the next couple of days. Meanwhile, we're very dry, very stable, and we're trying to bring some of that Gulf moisture back up from the south, but it fails to do so, and that's why dew points stay relatively low. They start to rise up a little bit at the end of this 5-day forecast, but still, that's not going to translate to anything whatsoever in the rain gauge over the next 7 days. There you see no rain is expected. So now that we've been bone dry, it seems like the entire month of October, we haven't been able to dial up a chance of rain. So we look at the drought monitor, and now we're starting to see a little evidence of some drought out to the western part of the state, not so much between Lafayette and Baton Rouge. That little splash of yellow just means a little bit drier than normal. Not a problem yet, but it could be. 85 degrees, that's the warm high for today. You'll start with the layers, you'll shed the layers very quickly, and we'll drop the temperature right back off to the lower 50s once again. Now our 10-day forecast, let's see if we can find that next meaningful chance of rain, and it just still looks like it's not in the cards. Temperatures going to be ranging mainly in the mid-80s, and that's a look at your weather. Now we'll send it back to the biggest Swiftie fan in the country, Johnny Asian.
Yeah, all right. Thank you so much. All right, we're looking okay on most of our interstates. We have I-12 traffic slows right past Juban, about halfway between Juban and Pete's Highway. Coming in on I-12 westbound, slows again past Jefferson Drusilla as you approach the Essen Lane overpass right there. And then from the 1012 to downtown, slow traffic between the 1012 and Acadian. Past Acadian, it gets a little bit better, and definitely it picks up some when you get past the City Park Lakes area. So there's that locally. Then we take it down to the Bonnet-Carré Spillway. They've dealt with the stall vehicles, so traffic is improving heading down toward the airport. So if you're just now about to leave, the backside of that traffic is starting to push through right here at Laplace, where you get up onto the Bonnet-Carré Spillway. So at right now, if you're in the Baton Rouge area and you're about to leave for New Orleans, you should be okay. We're down from an hour and a half to about an hour and 10 minutes now from the 1012 in Baton Rouge to the Loyola exit. I'll keep an eye on that for you, but it does seem to be improving, and they have dealt with that lane blockage, so that's no longer a big issue. It is 10 after 7. You're watching WAFB 9 News Now. We do it every morning right here on the Plus, and back with more headlines from Matt and Liz at the desk in just a moment. Stay with us.
Hey, real quick before you get going, a couple things we're following for you, including a violent weekend in Baton Rouge. One of the latest shootings Sunday morning, deadly, but now they've made 2 arrests, Liz.
And we now know the identity of the
right.
person killed here. So you're taking a look at the 2 arrested, 24-year-old Michael Robinson and 30-year-old Tyrell Hamilton. Police say they believe these 2 were involved in that shooting there in a parking lot on Greenville Springs Road. We now know that the victim here, 35-year-old Dexter Cormier, was shot and taken to a hospital, and that's where he died of his injuries. Right now, Matt, police are looking for any details that'll help them figure out the leads on this case and figure out what may be the motive as well.
344-STOP, the number to dial up. Want to let you know, folks, as you start the Monday, we are getting back to early voting. It started on Friday, had Friday and Saturday. Record numbers in Louisiana. Their polls are going to open again at 8:30 this morning, run until 6 o'clock. You have until a week from tomorrow, excluding next Sunday. Make sure you get out there and vote.
Something else happening today. We're keeping our eyes on a Baton Rouge courtroom where Louisiana 10 Commandments law is expected to come up before a judge in Baton Rouge. You've got a number of different agencies representing 9 different families here arguing the religious freedoms and how this might be viable. Of course, the law going back to being publicly present in a classroom in Louisiana, a public classroom. We're going to be there as this is all expected to unfold today. We're also expecting to hear from the Attorney General after the hearing today.
We'll let you know as well with all the elections coming up, that kind of thing. Republican Party Chair Derek Babcock actually going to be speaking today, this morning, a little bit later on today. Press Club of Baton Rouge. You know where that is, Drusilla Place Catering. Doors open 11:30. Microphone opens up about 12:15.
Heads up, let's talk food access. Scotlandville, the folks there, the commission dealing with the opportunity to bring fresh food to the Scotlandville area. They're having another meeting tonight talking about the proposed sites that this would be a great option for. If you'd like to weigh in, it's the Hilton Inn Garden. That's happening at 6 o'clock tonight there on Harding Boulevard. An important opportunity for you to listen in to find out some of those viable spots.
Speaking of important, did you know it is Teen Driver Safety Week? Our Matt Venezia was talking about this morning. And so as a parent, you know, it's really on us to kind of get them going in that right direction. They pay attention to everything that you're doing while you're driving. So with Teen Driver Safety Week, why not just turn it into just parent driver safety? Be smart as your teenager's watching you and coach them correctly.
That's it. And have the conversation using your phone. I know we use it for GPS these days, but minimize that use, right? I know it's hard to be guilty of, but that's why all that conversation is important to have. You see it all the time, Johnny. Things locking up because people aren't paying attention to the roads.
Yeah, we need to pay attention to kids in our car watching us drive.
Absolutely. Eyes on you.
I didn't really think about that until I heard Matt talking about it.
You know? Gosh, yeah, I got all the pair of eyes on me. Absolutely.
Well, I know that's probably not a good thing to do, but Daddy and Mommy are doing it. Nah,
right.
We'll
they parrot, they mimic that behavior. It's all about being safe out on the roads.
You're right. You're right. So be safe on those roads.
Please.
This month at Team Mazda, we're spelling October starting with a 0. That's because you'll find 0% financing on every new 24 and select 25 Mazdas, including the all-new Mazda CX-70. Come experience Mazda and see just how much you'll save at Team Mazda on Airline.